We all strive to do better in our studies. But let's be honest, how often do we sit down to study, only to feel our minds wandering after just a few minutes? Why is it that we can lose ourselves for hours in a movie, completely absorbed, yet the moment we open a textbook, focus seems to vanish? Imagine what it would feel like to have that same kind of deep, natural focus while studying without forcing it, without constantly fighting distractions. Today, we're going to explore ancient Buddhist practices that have helped countless people train their minds to stay calm, present, and intensely focused. Stick with us, and by the end of this video, you'll have powerful tools not just for better study habits, but for a clearer, more peaceful mind that you can carry with you beyond the classroom. The power of passion in focus. Opening story. Imagine this: you're a student, just like Sarah, who dreads her history class. Every time Sarah sits down to study, her mind wanders, her focus shattered by the pull of her phone and the lure of social media. It's like pushing a boulder up a hill. But then, after an exhausting study session, she grabs her sketchbook and lets her imagination run wild. She loses herself for hours in colors, shapes, and shadows, oblivious to the world around her. No distractions, no wandering mind, only art. Why? Because it's her passion. Expanding the idea, Sarah's story speaks to a simple yet powerful truth. Focus flows naturally when we care about what we're doing. Think about it: when you're absorbed in a subject you love, distractions fade away. Passion isn't just a spark. It's a force that fuels you through hours of concentration, turning challenges into thrilling explorations. If studying feels dull, try digging deeper, sparking curiosity, or looking for the hidden story within the subject. Ask questions that lead to fresh insights. Imagine if you could bring that same deep fascination you have for your hobbies into your studies. What would change? Personal reflection. In Buddhism, this idea of focusing on joy and passion is essential. When we embrace our work with a sense of purpose and respect, it transforms into a path of growth, a journey of discovery. The Buddhist approach teaches us to align passion with purpose, so we don't just do something, we pour our heart into it. And when passion and purpose meet, we enter a state of true focus, where time melts away, and every moment counts, appreciating small achievements. Concrete example, let's meet Alex. He's set himself a goal: 30 minutes of uninterrupted study. But every time he tries, he only manages 5, maybe 10 minutes before his focus slips away. Frustrated, he's ready to give up. But then Alex tries something different. He celebrates each tiny moment of focus as a victory, treating those brief minutes of concentration as achievements worth noticing. Slowly but surely, Alex finds his focus stretching further each time. What was once a struggle becomes a series of wins that keep him going. Developing the concept, we often think success means grand achievements. But what if true growth lies in the small steps we often overlook? By appreciating even the briefest moments of focus, we shift our mindset. Every small win becomes a building block, stacking up to create a strong foundation. This way, focus isn't a mountain we need to conquer in one giant leap. It's a gentle climb, where each step forward matters. Buddhist perspective. In Buddhism, this idea of celebrating the small moments is a cornerstone of mindfulness. Contentment with small achievements teaches us to live fully in each present moment. When we meditate, each breath matters, even if we don't reach a deep state of enlightenment in a single session. There's no pressure to do something extraordinary every time. Instead, we grow through the simple act of noticing and appreciating each step forward. Each moment of focus, no matter how brief, holds value, eliminating distractions. Real-life scenario. Think about Tom. He's a student who can't study without his phone within arm's reach. Notifications, messages, social media, they pull his attention away, leaving him scattered. One day, he decides to make a change. He turns off his notifications and places his phone out of sight. At first, it feels odd, even uncomfortable, but as he adapts, he realizes he's able to immerse himself in his work. reaching levels of focus he didn't think were possible. It's as if the walls of distraction have finally come down, allowing him to fully engage with his studies. Practical guidance. We're surrounded by distractions, especially in the digital world. To truly focus, we need to create a sanctuary for our minds. This could mean silencing your phone, setting boundaries with social media, or even finding a quiet space to study. Try setting focus hours where you distance yourself from all potential distractions. Create a study space where your mind can feel at ease, free from the clutter and chaos of constant notifications. Even small actions, like a 15-minute break after each study session to check your phone, can help. Buddhist insight. In Buddhist teachings, removing distractions is seen as freeing the mind from unnecessary attachments. When we meditate, we learn to anchor ourselves, training our minds to stay rooted in the present. Distractions are like waves on the surface of the ocean. Our goal is to go deeper, to reach the calm below. In this calm, our minds are no longer pulled in every direction. They remain steady, focused, and clear. This clarity, this ability to stay grounded, is something we can carry into our daily lives, creating a space where focus can flourish. Focus as a habit. Illustrative example. Picture Lily, a student who once struggled to stay focused on anything for more than a few minutes. Every time she tried to study, her mind drifted to plans for the weekend, errands, or even random memories. But she didn't give up. Each time she noticed herself drifting, she would gently bring her attention back to her work. This wasn't easy, but over time, it became second nature. Now, whenever she feels distracted, she instinctively returns her focus to the task at hand. It's no longer a struggle, it's a habit. Expanding on the idea, focus isn't something that happens overnight. It's like building a muscle. Each time we redirect our mind back to the present, we're strengthening our ability to concentrate. This is where techniques like the Pomodoro method, working in short, timed intervals with breaks, can be invaluable. These small intervals teach our brains to focus without feeling overwhelmed, making concentration a part of our routine. As we practice, focus transforms from a fleeting effort into a steady habit that becomes easier each time. Further analysis. Buddhism teaches that focus is part of mindfulness, a practice that cultivates a calm, centered mind. Just as we would gently guide our thoughts back during meditation, we can apply the same approach to studying. Each time our mind wanders, we gently bring it back without judgment, without frustration. We learn not to be swept away by each passing thought, but to rest in the present. This calm focus isn't just helpful for studying. It's a skill that enriches every area of our lives, allowing us to stay connected and engaged with whatever we do. Meditate before studying, preparing the mind. Practical exercise. Imagine taking just a few minutes before you dive into studying, finding a quiet spot, closing your eyes, and focusing on your breath. Feel each inhale and exhale, letting the mind relax with every breath. Picture all the clutter, stress, and distractions slowly fading away, replaced by a clear, focused energy. In just 5 to 10 minutes, you're ready, your mind is calm, centered, and prepared to absorb information deeply. Buddhist explanation. In Buddhism, meditation is essential for creating mental clarity and focus. Each breath we take during meditation is a reminder to be present, to let go of the rush and the noise. It's like wiping a foggy window clean, allowing us to see clearly. Meditation helps us prepare our minds, signaling a shift from everyday chaos to purposeful focus. This clarity helps make the mind receptive, like fertile soil ready for seeds of knowledge. By centering ourselves, we bring a quiet strength into our studies, transforming each session into an opportunity for true learning and growth. As we've explored, building focus is a journey, one that doesn't happen overnight but grows stronger with each small, consistent step. These techniques aren't quick fixes, they're practices for life. By learning to nurture passion, celebrate progress, minimize distractions, and build habits that ground you in the present, You're gradually creating a skill that will serve you well beyond the classroom. Remember, studying is more than a task. It's a form of self-cultivation that calls for patience, self-respect, and a mindful approach to each step forward. Embrace this journey, and not only will you see progress in your studies, but you'll also find yourself cultivating a resilient and peaceful mind. This is more than academic success. It's about building a foundation for lifelong learning and inner strength.